Good morning, Virgo. Here's what nobody warns you about finding someone who actually loves you properly. Other people notice, and noticing makes them evaluate. Evaluate their own relationships against what you have. Evaluate what they've settled for against what you're receiving. Evaluate what they convinced themselves was good enough against what good actually looks like. And that evaluation creates discomfort in them, not in you. But discomfort in others around your happiness is its own kind of challenge you weren't expecting to navigate because you thought if you finally found good love, everyone would just be happy for you, celebrate with you, support you unconditionally, and some will. Real ones will. People who are secure in themselves and their own lives will genuinely celebrate your joy without making it about them. But others are going to feel triggered, going to get quiet, going to make comments disguised as jokes, going to find flaws where none exist, going to predict failure as protection against having to acknowledge your success. Not because they hate you, because loving you means confronting what they don't have, and confrontation hurts. Let me paint what make everyone jealous actually means when love is visible. It means the way they look at you becomes obvious to observers, not the polite, interested look. The "you're the only person in this room" look. The "I'm barely tracking this conversation because I keep getting distracted by your existence" look. And people see that, see someone being chosen that clearly, being wanted that obviously, being adored that visibly, and it makes them ask themselves, when's the last time my partner looked at me like that? And the answer, if they're honest, might be never, or not in years, or only in the beginning before real life happened. And that answer stings. So instead of sitting with their own dissatisfaction, they project onto your relationship. It's just honeymoon phase. Give it time. Let's see if it lasts. It means the way they treat you becomes noticeable, with respect, with consideration, with active thoughtfulness that isn't just birthday and anniversary bare minimum. They remember what you said 3 weeks ago. They notice when you're tired. They ask what you need instead of assuming. They make space for you to be fully yourself, including the parts that aren't convenient or easy, and people observe that. Observe partnership that looks like actual partnership instead of one person performing love while other collects benefits. And it makes them evaluate, does my partner even know me the way that person knows them? And sometimes the answer is no, and no hurts. So they minimize your relationship to avoid confronting inadequacy of their own. It means you're happy, noticeably, not performing happiness for social media, actually light, actually at peace, actually thriving in way that comes from being loved well and loving someone who can receive it. And happiness, real happiness, not posted happiness, is magnetic. People are drawn to it, want to understand it, want to bottle it, want to have it. But when they can't have it, when their own situation doesn't generate it, they sometimes resent those who do have it. Not consciously necessarily, not maliciously, just human nature struggling with comparison. What they're in love with you looks like behaviorally. They're not just interested or attracted or really like you. They're in love. Capital L, love. the kind that makes them stupid, makes them vulnerable, makes them do things they swore they'd never do, like planning future when they've always been live in the moment person, like considering compromise when they've always been my way or highway, like actually working on themselves because they want to be better for you. And that love shows up in specific ways. They're consistent, not just when it's easy, not just when they're in good mood, not just when you're being your best self, consistently present, consistently communicative, consistently choosing you even when choosing you isn't convenient. That consistency is what makes observers jealous because consistency is rare. Most people get glimpses of good treatment. You're getting sustained good treatment. And sustained is what people are starving for in their own connections. They're proud of you publicly. They brag about your accomplishments, introduce you with enthusiasm, make space for you to shine instead of competing or dimming you. And that pride, that being with someone who amplifies instead of diminishes, is visible and makes people wonder why their partner seems threatened by their success instead of celebrating it. They're vulnerable with you. Actually share feelings, actually admit fears, actually ask for help, actually show you the human underneath the capable exterior. And vulnerability in strong person is powerful, is trust made visible, is intimacy made real. Observers see that level of emotional availability and realize their own relationships are defended, surface level, safe, but ultimately hollow. They work for the relationship actively, not just coasting on initial attraction or settling into comfortable routine, actually tending, actually communicating, actually addressing problems instead of ignoring until they explode. And that work, that visible effort, shows that relationship matters, that you matter, that they're willing to invest instead of just receive. People see that investment and realize their own partners stopped investing years ago. And that realization is painful. Why hold on tight is necessary. Warning, not just cute phrase. Because good love feels unfamiliar if you've been surviving bad love. Feels too good. Feels unsustainable. Feels like other shoe must be about to drop. And that unfamiliarity creates temptation to sabotage, to create crisis, to test whether it's real, to push them away to see if they'll stay. Your old patterns will activate. This is too good. I don't deserve this. They'll leave eventually anyway. Better to leave now before it hurts more. Those thoughts are protection. Are old wounds trying to prevent new wounds by destroying good thing before good thing can destroy you. Hold on tight means don't let those patterns win. Don't sabotage. Don't test to destruction. Don't create problems to make relationship feel familiar. Trust that good can be real. Trust that you deserve it. Trust that staying vulnerable is worth the risk. Because jealousy from others will create pressure, external pressure. People questioning your relationship, predicting its failure, pointing out flaws. And if you're already doubting internally, external doubt can become permission to bail. Hold on tight means don't let other people's discomfort with your happiness make you question whether happiness is real. And because good love requires growth. Being loved well shows you where you've been accepting less, shows you patterns you need to break, shows you healing you need to do. That growth is uncomfortable. Easier sometimes to go back to familiar dysfunction than to push through discomfort of becoming. Hold on tight means commit to the growth, even when growth feels like death of old self. Even when becoming person who can receive love well requires destroying person who survived without it. What you'll need to navigate as relationship becomes visible. Comments disguised as concern. Don't you think you're moving too fast? I just don't want to see you get hurt. Remember what happened last time. These aren't concern, these are projections. These are people uncomfortable with your happiness trying to create doubt. Respond with boundaries. I appreciate your concern, but I'm good. This is different. I'm not discussing my relationship. You don't owe justification. Don't owe proof. Don't owe explanation of why this love is real to people who need it to be fake to feel better about their own situations. Distance from certain people, friends who can't celebrate, family who undermine, ex partners who suddenly become interested now that you're happy. Some people can't be close to your joy, not because they're bad people, because your joy triggers their pain and they're not equipped to handle it without making it about them. Create space, not cruelty, just distance. Protect your relationship from people who can't support it. Temptation to hide happiness, to make others comfortable, to downplay, to minimize. To pretend relationship is more difficult than it is so people don't feel bad about their own struggles. Don't do that. Don't shrink your joy to accommodate other people's discomfort. Be authentic, be happy, be visibly loved. If that makes people uncomfortable, that's information about them, not about you. Your own doubt surfacing. Is this too good? Am I missing red flags? Why is everyone questioning this? External doubt activates internal doubt. That's normal. That's human. But distinguish between intuition, real warning about actual problem, and fear, protection mechanism trying to prevent potential future pain by destroying present joy. If relationship is healthy, if there's respect, communication, reciprocity, growth, trust that. Don't destroy good thing because people who don't have good thing tell you good things don't exist. Pressure to prove relationships' validity, to show it's serious, to demonstrate it's not just infatuation. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Relationships' validity isn't determined by other people's belief in it. Live it, love in it. Let time prove what it proves. But don't perform or rush or make decisions based on needing to show skeptics they were wrong. What being in this relationship requires from you, reciprocity. They're in love. Are you? Are you matching their vulnerability, their investment, their work? Good love requires both people showing up fully. If they're doing all the heavy lifting, relationship becomes imbalanced, and imbalance creates resentment. So love them back actively, visibly, with same commitment they're showing you. Communication when jealousy from others affects you, when someone's comment stings, when doubt surfaces. Talk about it. Don't suffer in silence. Don't let external pressure create internal distance. They're in love with you. They want to know when you're struggling, want to help you navigate, want to be partner, not just person you protect from your process. Boundaries with people who can't support. You can love people from distance, can care about them without giving them access to undermine your relationship. Protecting your relationship isn't mean, it's necessary. It's choosing what you're building over what's trying to destroy it. Trust when they show you who they are, when they're consistent, when they choose you, when they work, when they love you well. Don't wait for them to become the person you're used to, inconsistent, unavailable, half in. They're showing you different. Believe them. The power is yours. It always has been. This relationship is going to make everyone jealous. They're in love with you. Hold on tight. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Trust yourself. And listen, being loved visibly creates visibility you might not be comfortable with, creates evaluation, creates projection from others. But don't let other people's discomfort with your happiness make you question whether you deserve to be happy. You do. You deserve to be loved well. Deserve to be chosen clearly. Deserve relationship that makes other people realize what good actually looks like. Hold on tight, not because it's fragile, because it's valuable. And valuable things are worth protecting from people who'd rather see you settle than thrive.